Alright, welcome back. I want to make another video, a better video, showing how to do these deep dish for the RC four-wheel drive wheels and how to mount them regularly. We'll do the deep dish with the rock creepers, and we'll do the regular with the Goodyears. And yeah, all we'll use is simple driver from the dollar store. I got a nice brush de bear. Let's just, I don't know, run through it a little bit better. Hopefully you see a little bit better. And hopefully this is a good video. I'll show you guys how to easily mount these up pretty quick. I found they're pretty simple, so let's get going. First you want to get the ring in. We'll do the deep dish first. And then, so the rock creepers, and then we'll do the regular non-deep dish ones after, the Goodyears. So what I like to do, lick your finger, get a little spit in there, slide it in, and then for the face, it's going to be deep dish. We're going to want to run this piece, little black piece on the back. So if your rims are brand new, what you're going to want to do, push them in, right? And they're not going to want to go because there's a little bit of geez, how would you say? There's a little bit of paint in there. So it's a little snug. So what you want to do is, what I did is put it down flat, right? Click it in. Well, geez, before I do that, you want to make sure you line the holes up. So you want to find this one here. This one here. It's the only one that's dead smack in the middle. So you want to line up this with that. You want to get it close, you find it, and then you just push it down the table and it'll pop into place. This one's already been done, so this might actually be a little bit harder now that it's, there we go, she's lined up. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I'm on this side. So anyways, you put that down, pop it into place, make sure she's lined up. Yeah, oh, I can't, oh, it's still sticky. Let's see here, see some daylight through there. There we go. So, So the black piece doesn't need to be lined up with nothing special. It's with the rim. You want to have, where is it? You want to have, with the rim, you want to have that center one right here. This one. That's lined right up with it. Right there. So, we take a rim, we got this piece in, we're going to flip this on top, we're going to find it on here, right there it is, it's right here, flip it over, stick it on there, boom, she's lined up, we're going to look through, see daylight through all the holes, hope you can see that, there you go, see through. First thing you want to do is put a screw on your driver, that helps immensely. So, we'll redo that again. So our P, where's our lineup? Right there. The lineup's right here. Flip it over, pop it down, flip this over. Keep your finger on the back side, finger on the edge. Make sure she's lined up. Give a little look, looks good to me. See right through. So then we'll take the screw and then we'll run her in. You want to push pretty hard because there's a pretty big, I don't know if we can see it, there's a pretty big gap. And you want to close that gap. So we'll push that one in. There, it started. Just go a couple turns. Have a look at the rim. Make sure the tire's nicely seated all around. It is. And we'll just run in all the other screws. And don't go crazy tight. Get them started. Couple turns. Off. Next one on. Couple turns. Get her so she snugs up. Good. Next one. These rock creepers are super easy, I found, to mount. They're ridiculous. We'll save the challenging one for the Goodyears. Putting them the normal way, that might be a little bit of a challenge. So I'll get that in there. Oh, there we go. Seems to have lost the screw. And we'll get this one on. And then if it's not lined up when you put the first two in, like say it's out a little bit, you want to just back them off a little bit. I like to just get in there, push it in with your finger, give it a couple pushes, a couple of these, and it should be good. See, look, this is mounted beautifully. Perfect. And now if we look, that gap, oh jeez, let's focus. That gap is almost gone in there. So we'll just screw the rest of them in, snug them up, snug them up, snug them up, snug them up. I don't know if you'd be able to do this with an Allen key. Might be a little bit frustrating, especially if they're brand new and you got that first screw to get in. There you go. Done. Mounted up, deep dish style, rock creepers, beautifully mounted up. Awesome. Now, those are done. Let's move on to the Goodyears. These tires, kind of a pain in the ass to mount. Kind of a pain when I first mounted them up. The one just didn't want to sit properly. I don't know. We'll get that ring in there. Make sure that ring's nice. She's in there as even as can be. Same thing. Now, you want to look whichever way you want to run your treads. You want to make sure obviously correspond. I'm going to take this tire apart again. It don't really matter which way it is. I'm going to put the rock creepers back on. But a little spit in there. Now, we're going to do the opposite. When we put this in, we're going to be going from the other way. So this way. So we'll find right there. That's the one that's lined up with the triangle. Put that down. And now for this, we're going to want to go from the back side on this rim with our slippery little plastic piece. So we'll just put that in there. Line her up. Best as we can. Pushed in. Seeing daylight. Oh, it's a little bit off. Pop it off. Push it back in. And it helps if you just kind of go off of that triangle where you know it's going to be straight lined up. Oh, geez, my fingers are slippery. Ay. Let's do this again here. Oh, I lost that. There it is, right there. So pop that in. Get that lined up. If you can see. Line her up. Push it in. Right, now you want to keep your finger back there so this doesn't fall out. And then it's hard to see if you're lined up. I'm just lifting up to the light right now. Make sure we're lined up. All right, we're pretty lined up. You can't take your back finger off or else this will just fall out. Ugh. Now we got the tire kind of mauled up. There we go. Oh, and there's that. See on these ones, you can see there's this paint in here. Oh, just fell out. Little ring of paint. That's what's going to stop you. If you're trying to put it in, that's a little bit hard. Well, it's that ring. So you can either take this, scrape it around, get a step bit and just, or a deburr or anything like that will work. Oh god, I messed up. I'm going to load a screw up here first. So always load a screw up first. Makes it so easy. Okay, now, so we're on there. These are the back piece, back hex is lined up, and we're going to find that center triangle where the bowl holes lined up with the center. If you look, they're all a little offset, but not that one. I'm going to get her on this face piece here, right there. And get her lined up. Beautiful. And run the screw in. Run her in. Get a little push. Get her going. It's in there. She's in there. So there. And then we'll just throw another one in. Don't go crazy. Just get another one in there. Like this. Get her started. Keep your finger on the back. Push. There we go. And look at that. It's mounted up perfectly, no problems. Seated nicely all the way around. And then guess what? Well, you got that little gap. So, oh, that's a good way. You can see that gap right there. There's that gap that you want to close up. Now, I found with these Goodyears, when you close this gap up, it likes to pop out. It does. The edge likes to pop out, so you gotta go really careful with these ones. Little bit by little bit by little bit, closing that gap, really checking around the tire because it does like to come out. Well, let's see here. Get this one. Oh, that one. Okay. Want to stay in there? guide you in with the finger. There we go. Get this last one in. And I'm just going little bit by little bit by little bit. Nothing crazy, not tightening down the first two all the way or anything. You want to do that. Let's have a look. We got all the 6 screws in. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. All right, they're all in there. Now we'll start closing up that gap there. So we'll just start working our way around little bit by little bit. Little bit by little bit. Working our way around. These tires do have the factory foams that come from RC 4-wheel drive in them. I haven't, see, here's what I'm talking about. Where it can come off a little bit. Just gotta, it's only these Goodyears. These creepers do not do that. They just go on ever so perfectly. These ones, So, let's see. How do we fix this now? So the tire's a little bit out. It happens. But the front's fine. Now you can either run with this. You can run it like this. Who cares? You're not going to see that. I've noticed it's usually the back part that comes out. For the sake of the video, we're just going to, I'll tell you what to do. You just back these all off a little bit. Back them all off. Back them all off. You want to get that gap back open. And then you just go in and just push it back in. Oh, actually, I might be able to get it right there. Push it back in with your finger. Yeah, no, it's out. Let's see. We're at 11 minutes. I don't want to make too long of a video. Let's see if we can get this back in. See, I went a little too crazy on tightening it. I can hear that little pop there. Let's see if we can get this back in. Get that back in there. Doesn't look like it wants to go. Kinda. It's going a little bit. I don't think you should be sticking like a screwdriver in there or anything to try to force it back in. Because these tires are so soft, you might mess them up. Let's just see though. For the sake of the video, I want to do this. I want to do this proper. So let's get that back in there. Push. I don't know what it is with these Goodyears, but I had trouble with all of them. Doing this, popping out. There, it's back in. Give a couple pushes. It's back in. Go back in, tighten our screws back down. Tighten them back down. A couple squeezies around. Let's have a look. Let's see here. Looking good. Looking good. So we'll cruise around. Just slowly bring them all in. Slowly bring them all in. Bring them all in. Gap's almost gone. Let's see, there we go. Look at that. Put them all in slowly. Look at, beautiful. Where is that beautiful? Ah, the littlest bit right there. But you know what? I'm not going to worry too much. These tires are a pain to put on these rims. They like to just pop out. You got to be really, really, really careful with them. But that's so minor on the backside. You're never going to see it. So let's just crank them down. We'll see how bad it gets. Couple here. These rock creepers, they don't do that on the lip side. They just, you mount those suckers up easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So there we go. We're tight on all these. Gaps closed. Oh jeez, that's just the littlest bit. You can't even see that on the camera. Like, just barely. So that's, there you go. Mounted up beautifully. Size comparison of the two. You got the Rock Creeper Goodyear. Right there. Rock Creeper Goodyear. Let me go grab the stock Jeep wheels. So have a look at those. The stock Nittos off the Jeep. Now let's give them a little size comparison. Got those right here. The Goodyears. These are just a tiny bit taller, but they're so much skinnier. They're so much skinnier compared. And yeah, when it comes to wheeling these things, I've soaked these in WD-40 probably I haven't soaked them. I brushed it on about 5 times. Brush it on, let dry, brush on, let dry, brush on, let dry. And it really made them nice and soft. They're pretty grippy tire. But when you step up to these, oh boy, it's a different ball game. These are just stick. They stick. And these rock creepers are even stickier. They just grab. And like you can see, I can tug on this wheel. You can tug on her. It ain't coming off that. The bead ain't popping off. They're on there. Same with these Goodyears. You can give them a good pull. They're on there. They're on there. And it's just that little tiny spot that popped off. But there you go. Not hard to mount them. Very easy. You can have your deep dish or your outside, like your more in offset, or your stancy offset. And yeah, pretty simple, pretty easy. Hopefully this helps some of you guys out on mounting them up. I know my first video wasn't the best, so I just thought I'd remake it quickly. Just do these two, show them, and yeah. Thanks for checking out the channel. Checking out the channel. Thanks for checking out the channel. Gonna be doing some more videos. Gonna be putting a barrage motor in my Jeep, probably a barrage motor in the Betty. Got some more other parts coming. Gonna do some more videos, and then hopefully here, if it gets a little bit nicer out and it isn't -40, do some outside crawling videos and whatnot, and yeah, compare the Betty to the Jeep, and then the father-in-law, he's getting a stock C10 and a Betty. They're on the way, so maybe we'll do some videos on those. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks for checking it out, and drop a sub, you know, if you want. And cheers. I'm gonna down this beer and take this one apart and put the creeper back on and throw him back on the truck. And yeah, thanks. See you later.